Alright, I thought I was recording earlier and I'm not, I wasn't, so I'm going to tell you a little story here while we try to get our 2 shows done for Mr. Wallace. I don't even, I can't even remember what cameras or he's on or his shows are on or what status they're in and posting. Everything just falls apart when I do one of these. I mean, this is a product the customers want. Now, I talked to this guy today, right? I did a couple shows for him. Our shows can be $1,500 to $3,900. I was going to charge him like $400 for each show. Did his shows, got him out there. He was still on the phone when I started getting him initially out there. And I said, you know, instead of even the $400, send me a $50 gift card, Amazon food card. It's just like the guy in Tennessee. I just don't have it. And I got so mad. I said, you know what? Send me 7 cents in the goddamn envelope and put it in the mail. I'll send you my address. So, oh no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just amazed. There's something wrong with me. There's got to be. Because, you know, when people like something, I mean, if I was Taylor Swift, people would be walking up to me begging for the honor to do any goddamn thing that I could think of. Anything. And I do stuff for people, hours of hours and hours and hours, with decades of experience backing it up. And I ask them for something really small, and they say no. So, my logic that when you do something good for people, and you do a lot of good things for somebody, like this guy's, like the guy in Tennessee, I've done 5-10 shows for him. So my logic, you know, as a person that says, when you do a lot of nice things for people over a long period of time, it's perfectly okay to ask for something very small if you need it. It's not true. Sometimes human beings are not nice. They're not kind. They're not appreciative of a very tiny request in the face of overwhelmingly free stuff that was done for them, not for some cause they believed in, you know, for them directly. That makes no sense to me. I got a call today. This and another reason I know I'm doing something wrong is this whole day, well, not the whole day, part of this day has mimicked the day with the guy from Tennessee. Because on that day, the same thing, and I'm going to tell you right now, happened with a different company. On that day with the guy in Tennessee, some nonprofit called CARE, or care2.org, called me, wanted a donation. I gave him $25, which of course I didn't have because I was out there begging people to give me $50. Gave it to him anyway and went on my way. Because in my mind, if somebody needs something, you give it to them. But unfortunately, you're seeing a person that's 70 some years old who realizes that his notion of human beings and of human kindness, of how human kindness is supposed to work, realizes that he has misunderstood the entire lifetime. So this guy that I talked about today wouldn't send me $50, even though I've done like 5 or 6 shows for him in the past. I did 2 shows for him today. Yes, I did the shows. Yes, I sent them out. Yes, I posted them. But, you know, when people want to do good things for the following reasons and in the following way. People love to do good things for extremely wealthy, extremely attractive, did I say extremely wealthy, other people who do not need the favor, who don't even usually ask for the favor, because those people want to curry favor with the wealthy, the powerful, and the rich. Meantime, a person like me, and this is real stuff, I don't care. I know you're like, oh, shut the fuck up. God damn it. You're always bitching and moaning about stuff. I got it. Just let me bitch and moan or turn off the computer. Go to the next TikTok. You know, people like me who do things for people, do 5 or 6 free shows, etc., over a year, then come back and ask for something small. I'm realizing that we're the last person in the world that person would do it for. You know, for somebody that's worth, 10 million, 20 million, 100,000, and I've done 5 or 6 shows for them, and now I'm asking for a $50 gift card, and they don't want to send it. What am I supposed to do with that information? Am I supposed to become an angry, cynical person? Am I supposed to say, well, I'm going to keep doing good in the face of a dark, noir, demented set of human species? I don't know. I'll do something, certainly. I guess one thing I could do to take care of myself is just maybe not give away as many shows. Maybe sometimes say, you know what, you want to do a show? Oh yeah, I want to do a show. You need to pay me. Oh, but you do so many shows for free for people. Yeah, I sure do, but you know what? I'm burned out. I've been burned so many times now that I need to have a couple of shows where I finally get paid. It does not make sense to me. It so profoundly does not make sense to me. I give somebody tens of hours of my time and talent over a year, and they're already worth, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and I ask them for 50 goddamn motherfucking dollars, and they say no. And this has been proven now at least twice, and I'll probably, just for fun, go do it a few more times. What does it mean? What does it mean? You want to see a confused human? What does it mean that people do that? I mean, somebody needs something and they come to me. They don't even have to ask me. They just have to say they need it in my general vicinity. I mean, my friend, my housemate. And you guys know this, I say it every day. I use some of her napkins. I use 10 or 20 napkins. I went out and got her 2 sets of 1,000 napkins each to make up for it. I used some of her cooking canola oil in cooking. I went out and got her a big jar of the expensive virgin olive oil and also a jar of canola oil. That's the way I was brought up, Somebody does something nice for you, you do something nicer back for them. They don't even have to ask. They just have to hint. Really. They just have to hint in your general vicinity. And she didn't even vicinity. She didn't even do that. As soon as I used something of hers, I went, okay, now I got to go buy that for her. I mean, and that's the kids now. It's just the opposite. If you're a multi-millionaire teenager who just started your own startup and makes and Taylor Swift's assistant comes along and says, you know, Taylor needs to borrow your truck tomorrow. Why, that kid would be, yeah, that's great, and let me get on social media and start bragging. You know, or somebody powerful comes along and says, I need this or that. They've got 5 people waiting in line to give it to them. And it's in part because people want to curry favor, but it's also just in part that we're fascinated with wealth and power and celebrity. But, you know, when it comes to the poor and the homeless, I once said, and I'll leave it with this because hopefully it's poignant enough. I was once thinking about something that Bobby Kennedy said. I don't remember what it was, but it made me come up with my own quote, which is that I would like to see a day when, for each homeless person in the world, other humans form a line in front of that homeless person, standing in line, waiting for their turn to say, how can I help you? How can I help you today? That's what I want to see. That's the world I want to see. So, you guys take care. I love you. I'm probably going to rant more in the future instead of less because I'm just totally shocked on how humans behave, and I mean, I'm going to have to change my way of thinking because obviously humans don't act anything like what I thought they act, or the way I act, or the way I think they should act, but certainly not the way I act. I got that thing today from IFCW, CJ, International Foundation for Christians and Jews. They wanted $50. I said, honey, I don't have $50 right now, but I will send it to you as soon as my next check comes in. So she was nice, and she set up a system, like a reminder for me and a reminder for them to remind me and all that. And I'm glad to do it. I do wish that the Foundation for Christians and Jews was really called the Foundation for Christians and Jews and Arabs and everybody else. And I'm starting to think that the Foundation for Christians and Jews is a united front that is anti-Arab or anti-this, and I don't like that. So anyway, I'm tired, and I got to keep working on this job for Wayne, but he's a pretty nice guy. I started this at 3:39, so my 6 hours will be up at what, 9? Is that 9? No, that's not 9. Yeah, it is 9:39. And it's 6 o'clock, so I got 3 hours left. And I think I'll get to 211 million before then, because I know all the equipment's being messing up so much, I don't really know how much has gone out, but if I've sent something to YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, it should be knowable. And even though the computer doesn't want to work, I'll start working again tomorrow when I don't need it, I suppose. I don't know. That's a Latitude 3400. You can't take the battery out of the back. I just reset it a couple days ago. Anyway, love you guys a lot. Thanks for me say so. Thanks for letting me not wear a shirt. It's so hot today, and I don't have air conditioning. So, love you. Take care.